Although we're a special school, we do follow the academic stream, and by the time the learner reaches grade 12, the learner will write the exact same national senior certificate examination paper as a learner in any province in the country. The educator will only probably see the symptom, and to relate that symptom to the specific diagnosis is the challenge, because not many educators are trained in that way. So what they will experience in terms of dyslexia, for example, is, but this learner is performing poorly academically, number one. So they'll see the marks drop. Of course, this learner have this reading challenge. Now, the next thing that will happen is the learner might start losing interest in the learning content. Okay, the learner might become bored. They might become discipline problems in class. You know, and the one thing leads to the other. You start making these conclusions. You start getting a picture of this learner that this learner might not be able to. The learner is naughty, is disruptive in class now because he seems bored, he doesn't pay attention, refuse to read in class. You must move to the next level where you see the barrier that's in front of the learner, not just the person as such. At our school, we've got a quite variety of different diagnoses that we encounter at the school. The main one is the specific learning disabilities, which are more surrounding dyslexia, mathematical concept problems, reading problems, and writing problems. But then also things like ADD, ADHD, autism spectrum disorder, hearing impairments, visual impairments, medical conditions, and even psychiatric disorders. If you don't get diagnosed, you feel that you are not understood. The system doesn't understand me. I don't feel that I belong here, and therefore I lose interest in that. And that is what we said at Jan Kriel. Even if there's only one significant person, adult, teacher, role model, for that child to feel that he belongs, this is where he should be, then you've won the battle already. If the learner has been identified with a particular disability, then the learner will qualify for certain concessions. The concession might be extra time. The concession, it might be a spelling concession. It might be that the learner must be scribed. Because remember, once again, this learner has the potential, or might have the potential, to succeed. But because of this learning barrier, which might be reading, for instance, if you can't overcome that barrier, the learner won't progress. There are still a lot of learners that goes through schooling undiagnosed. That is, if they stay in the schooling system. Many of them might drop out, and that's the reality we see. And then it begs the question, how many of those learners maybe have not been diagnosed, that they have true barriers to learning? And it's a domino effect. You know, the one thing leads to the other. That learner is immediately at the back foot when it comes to applying for a job, entering the job market. And then they get caught up in all dangerous things that we know, you know, drugs and in gangsterism and so on, because, you know, that whole sense of belonging disappears. We've got an inclusive education team, an IE team, that's working outside the school full time. They report to myself, and we have weekly meetings. So through the circuit or the district, we look at what is the highest needs in the area, and then we start linking up with schools. And then as a resource center, we provide training for the adults, for the parents, for other teachers. We also have other physical resources available, like audio books. All the books that we use in the curriculum that we use we've converted that to audio already. So if other schools maybe use the same literature books or textbooks for that matter from grade R to 12, those books in audio format will be available for those schools free of charge. We instill in our learners this sense that you do have something very powerful, something very precious to contribute to society. This is what we like so much about this new slogan of the Education Department: enter to learn, leave to serve. And that's something that we instill in our learners each and every day, that they can contribute and they must just do the best they can. We don't ask more than that, just to reach their full potential.